Hello, guys. Welcome to God's Favorite Pancakes. Today, we are joined with the one and only Miss Nina.
Hi guys, my name is Nina Mbogwa, an adult learning life.
So, we're going to play this or that. The point of the game is I'm going to say this or that, and then you'll tell me like what you would do and why you would choose that. Yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather live for another 50 years and never leave your house, or live another 10 years and be free to go wherever you want to go?
I honestly think I'd rather live another 50 years and not leave the house.
Are you serious?
I'm
Out of all people, I didn't expect.
I'm a homebody.
For real?
Like, I can be in the house for 1 week straight.
50 years though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, but the house has to be really big to accommodate movement. And you feel like when
Of
you're in
course,
the kitchen.
like even have your swimming pool up.
Yeah, when you're in the kitchen, you feel like you're in Mexico. When you're, it has to be.
I think 10 years. I don't think I'm a homebody. Personally, even during COVID, I was suffering. So during COVID, you were
I
having
enjoyed. In fact, I enjoyed because we were all home. So
Are you serious? Wow. You are offered a pill that increases your intelligence by 50%, but also permanently removes your hair, including your eyebrows. Do you take it? Would you take it?
yes, I would. Because in the advanced world, there are wigs. You can literally draw your eyebrows. So that's an issue. Give me the
Really?
intelligence pill.
You know,
Yeah.
even me. And then with that intelligence, you can use to make money
Yeah.
and buy more wigs and
Period.
eyebrows. Point blank. Right now we are in the middle of the year. Okay, we're actually not in the middle of the year.
This
We're
is the first quarter of the year.
the first quarter of the year, but
Yeah.
I feel like the year is going quickly.
It's flying.
I
Maneno ni
know.
mengi.
Ati mambo ni mengi.
Maneno ni mengi.
Maneno ni mengi.
Yeah.
But point is, we have 5 things each, and I might have a bonus depending on how I feel about how I want to open up myself. But if I don't feel it, we shall leave it. 5 things that we generally are living. Generally. So the first thing that I'm going to leave generally is I'm going to go the safe one, and that's procrastination. You guys, as a creative, I think, and I'm going to talk about that, but like sometimes I do get ideas. Like in a day, I'll get like 10 ideas.
Yeah.
And then because of, I don't know, I won't follow up on those ideas. So it will just come, I'll be creative about it, but then I won't follow it. But then there's also the procrastination of like fear.
Yeah.
Like you know what you're supposed to do, but the one thing that's holding you to not do it is fear. And for me, it's bad. Even with a text, if I know that text is dangerous,
Yeah.
I will not open that thing until like for 2 days, and then when I have the courage is
Yeah.
when I'll open, or sometimes I even forget. So I feel like
Wow.
this.
That's how you don't answer my text. Clearly.
I used to be like, I'm just a procrastinator, but
Yeah.
now I'm leaving it
Yeah.
completely. So I'll be answering your texts.
Thank you. You and
And everyone else
and
who's watching this.
Yeah. So first of all, I'd say, mine is like I've placed my points in like present form. Like I am. There's this famous book, Atomic Habits.
Where?
Yeah,
Guys,
no
let
way.
me not brag. But it's in my bedroom as we speak.
Yeah. So like if you've read through the
Hey, you've even read it. You
Yeah.
finished it.
no. It's too much knowledge for one
Oh,
sitting.
you can't just sit and
you have to
okay, I
like
get it.
read it, internalize it, practice it. Yeah.
So is it you're internalizing?
Yeah, I'm practicing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, but the book talks about like when you're a drunkard and you're trying to quit alcohol, you just don't say I'm trying to quit alcohol. You claim it, you affirm it. Like I'm not a drunkard. I don't drink. So I don't know. So my points are in that form, yeah, because it's like you're
Okay, I
claiming
see what
it.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And normally, like, obviously, when you make what is it called, like New Year's resolutions.
Did you make one?
Yeah, in fact I made for the whole year,
Wow.
and then quarterly.
For real?
And imagine, I think it really works because now, like,
Are you living it? Like, would you say like you're living?
yes, like looking at my first quarter goals of the first quarter of the year, like 90% are done.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's crazy. Yeah? What I'm leaving behind is picking all battles. So I'm really intentional about choosing the battles that I'm going to pick. So this is how I choose to handle my situations. If I know this thing is not going to matter in the next 3 days or 1 week, we are not going to talk about it, and we are not going to deal with it. So that way it helps me not get angry easily, you know, because I don't want to be angry at my sister. Why is the kikombe there? Why is it, as in, that's an issue. Yeah, I'm just trying not to be fussy all the times, because I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but I like my things in a certain way. And if I want this, I want it this right now, done in this way. And life is not always that way. Because if you keep on fighting, you want to pick, oh, this one said my hair doesn't look nice. Now you want to fight her because she said your hair doesn't look nice. You will be an angry person.
Yeah.
I think it really helps, especially managing your relationship in terms of even friendships, parent relationship with your partner. So you're not always moody. And people know, huyu ni mwenye anapenda kuteta sana, you know. Yeah.
I think for me, the second one would be to stop being a consumer. We were just talking about TikTok. But for me, it's not even, leave alone TikTok or in social media.
Yeah.
But just stop being a consumer and be more of like a producer. Like, I'm the one producing things.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, I noticed like whatever you follow on Instagram, there's something or on social media in general, whatever you follow, it's something that you want.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I realized, like, on my Instagram, the people I follow, they do what I'm doing. They either do podcasts, they have good pictures, and those are things I really want. Yeah. But then, like, if I keep on consuming, like, it's like an endless scrolling thing that's going on.
That's true.
You get?
Yeah.
So I think I want to stop being over consumer. But even as I'm consuming, I'm like, how is this gonna inspire me in my, like, what am I going to use this for?
Yeah.
Kind of. And that has stopped me from mindlessly scrolling a bit. But also at the same time, like, you know that verse that says, basically Paul is saying, like, if it's not beneficial, why are you going for it? It kind of is helping, because I'm like, if it's not gonna be beneficial in me, like, in my production, then why am I? So so it's made me more intentional on the people I'm following, the people I'm listening to, and also for my creativity, like to stop being a consumer all the time. I'm eating every single time.
I wrote about the need to address everything or need to explain myself.
Oof,
I said
that's
what
a
I
good
said.
one.
I said what I said.
And I mean what I said.
I mean what I said. I'm not taking it back. Sorry, John. Or whoever.
Who's John?
I don't know. It was just a If I told you something or if I've said something, it means most of the time, 90% of the time, I've thought through it. And that's what I wanted to say. And that's what I meant. So I don't need to address everything, and I don't need to explain myself to you, especially if it doesn't concern you in any way. Yeah.
And also, like, now that you've said that, I saw this quote, like, you don't need to explain yourself to people who misunderstand you, kind of. Yeah. Which I feel like, for me, I like knowing in a room that I'm in a good place with everyone. Yeah. But then some people just don't.
They just don't like
you.
And
there's nothing you can do about it, you know?
And you know, the need to address also comes in when you feel a bit inadequate. Like, I tell you, hey, that jacket is really nice, and you'll be like, really, it's so I even got it here, as in, like, just
it's cheap stuff.
I actually got it for 100 bob. As in, just relax, you don't need to express yourself every time.
So I was in this church here, and I was just chilling, and then this guy comes. I don't know him, never seen him in my life. He comes and he prophesies to me, tells me, God is saying you're not taking your flowers. when people tell you you sing well,
Yeah.
say thank you
Yeah.
and move on.
Yes.
You don't need to say, oh, it was the glory of God, or and that's what I realized. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, it hit me, like, even God wants, like, yes,
Yeah.
it's for his glory. This is what he told me. Like, God is saying, when people give you flowers, take it. Then when you come to your bedroom, in your closed room, you can give it back to me.
Yes.
But you trying to show people, people are giving flowers, you're throwing them away.
Yeah.
You're like, actually, no, it's nothing,
Yeah.
So, like, I actually got a prophecy over that, and that God actually cares. And this is for anyone. Like, God actually wants you to get your thank you. You get it, accept it. You're beautiful.
Yeah.
Say
Thank you.
thanks.
Yeah. And move on.
Yeah. This one is something that I use. The one I'm living is my excuse that I'm a creative for every single bad behavior and habits I have.
Okay.
So I have this bad habit of being late. And I know people have, like, I know there are people who are watching me who are like, yes, Kayleen, yes, say it.
Yeah.
Because I have made people late for a lot of things. But yeah, I have this thing, and I used to have, but I think it's also like something that's going on right now, where people are like, I'm a Pisces, I'm a like,
I hope
every
you don't
single
do that,
no,
though.
I don't.
That sounds really dumb.
But kind of like, I use, instead of saying Pisces, I say I'm a creative. You get?
That's why you're getting late.
Yeah.
Who are your friends? I need to judge them.
Guys, I said I am living it.
Okay.
Thanks. Thank you. But
Okay.
this is for me as being a creative.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's something going on of like, this is who I am, and I'm not gonna change. Like, this is who I am. You tell somebody, oh, you're rude. They're like, no. Actually, my character is like CG or I'm an Enneagram 8, so I get rude. I'm like, just change your rudeness, But yeah.
Actually, that was something I was trying to work on, because if you know me, if you're meeting at 4, you know what time I'm coming at 6. The way I get my briefing is at 4 p.m.
We're in different time zones.
Yeah. Nowadays, I even arrive before my friends.
Wow.
Maybe like twice. That was like twice. But it's a step.
It's a
Maybe
step.
Always trying to see the good in people. Take people as they are. I think this will protect you from hurting yourself. Personally, I'm a really emotional person, so anything can move me into tears. Like, I'd be crying, like, oh, that grass is so cute. Ooh, I'm crying. So that's a joke. But I'm really trying to take people as they are, as in for who they are. I'm not trying to like see good in people all the time, because most of the time I end up playing myself. Like
they
the
play you.
I just told you.
That one is for another day.
Yeah.
When we have passed by our struggles, we shall tell you deeper stories of that.
Yeah, because normally most people, you can know someone from how they talk, but you're like, maybe they're just tired. That's why they did that. Oh yeah, he has not texted you in 5 days.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's really so busy. He's a hardworking man. Just take
Side
that
eye. Believing one side before I hear the whole thing. Like, someone tells me a story, and I'm so into the story that I hate the character that they're already talking about, and I've not had the other side of the story.
Yeah.
And I think this goes in like a lot of the things we also watch.
Yeah.
You'll see like a story, and then you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is such injustice. And then you're angry to post umefanya nini, ukari hashtag sijui nini, and then the other side of the story comes out and you're like, what? And I was the one who posted and reposted. Yeah. So I think generally in my life, when people tell me stories, I'll be like, hey, for real. And then they'll be like, you see why I hate this person, blah 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 blah. But then I won't really take action until like personally I hear the other side.
I'm choosing to be really intentional about learning and unlearning life. Yes. Obviously how you're brought up really affects how you think about life.
True.
Yeah. But it's not always the gospel truth.
True.
Yeah, so I'm really intentional about learning from my surrounding, from different people, and also unlearning things that you thought was like right or okay, and it's not okay, and it's not right. Yeah, so in other words, I'm like really trying to be okay. It's not the same as open-minded, really, but it's just taking diversity for what it is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that I think also even my own mom says this, like they grew us up in the way they knew best. Like
Yes.
like they also grew up with people with how they knew what parenthood was, and we were grown up
Yeah.
in like what they knew best.
Yeah.
Meaning that they weren't like the perfect,
Yeah.
everything. Like everything they said was the
Yeah.
gospel truth.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to unlearn it a lot. Actually, my last one. Actually, this is the last one. Is expecting friends to be there all the time.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So I think growing up, like I growing up in different countries, we
Yeah.
kept on moving from one country to another.
Yeah.
So I kind of had kept contact with a lot. Like
Yeah.
a lot of my life was both on social media. So if I'm in
Yeah.
Kenya, I know my friends in Rwanda. We're texting, our
Yeah.
mode of communication is if I'm in Rwanda, I
Yeah.
text you guys in Kenya.
Yeah.
So I noticed that like when we got into our 20s, people went into different lives. Like people were like some of them are working, some of them are in school, some of them are and not everyone has that
Yes.
time per se that we used to have when we were like 16, 15,
Yeah, that's
when we had
true.
nothing to do. Okay, we did have things to do, but
We really didn't have anything to do, Kayleen.
the point is that those days we had time. You could
Yeah.
text, you could, we could call and everything, and like we could meet up mostly, go out,
Yeah.
which we still do,
Yeah, but it's not as often.
but it's not as often. And I know there's this, I see every time
Yeah.
people posting like, oh, if they don't have time for you,
Yeah.
then it means that
From
they,
the TikTok Academy. I know.
yeah, like if they don't have, which I feel like it has its truth, yeah, because I feel like
Yeah.
there's an extreme
Yes.
where they have not texted you for like 5 months.
Yes.
So we can't use that as an excuse of like, oh, yeah,
5 months, really.
5 months is a lot.
Are they your friends?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're not your friends
Okay.
at that point.
I think friendships are like really sensitive.
Yeah.
Because like your different personalities. Like me personally, when I'm going through things and I feel like I don't want to talk about it, I withdraw. I go to my cocoon.
What do your friends do when that happens?
I have like diverse friends. So there's this one. She will just laugh at anything. Like there's a time I was really sick. I know she just called me. Hujakufa bado. Okay, it's a joke.
Yeah.
She takes nothing seriously, so we're always laughing. The other one is like really emotional. She has she's really in touch with her emotions. So she helps me. Like you can vent to her and she'll give you advice one to. Yeah, but I don't know. Personally, most of the times when I'm going through things, I really don't like talking about them. Okay, it seems like I'm lying because I tell you a lot of things, but I don't go telling like you didn't know. Maybe not. Maybe like my close cousins, and maybe the two friends. But my mom wouldn't even know. I've been crying the whole night. Have you ever seen that meme of you can't get heartbroken like in your mom's house because the next minute she's calling you to cook stew.
For me, I take intentionality so seriously because I feel like also friendship heartbreaks are so painful. And
Yeah,
they are so painful, and I'm not willing to go through that, and I don't want to invest so much in this one person
Yeah.
only for them to come against me, which I've never gone through, but I think that's a fear I have.
You've
so
never gone through that?
I've never gone through friendship heartbreaks.
I'm really happy for you. Really.
You've gone through friendship
I
heartbreaks?
didn't tell you that story.
No.
I need to tell you.
For real?
Yeah, it was so bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you like cry like the way if you had a boyfriend?
Obviously not. We are not dating, so am I crying?
But it was still.
But I was so stunned. I was like, you do that? Wow.
Because
that's
they know
very
everything
bold of
about you,
That was really bold of her.
But you see, that's what I don't want.
Yeah.
Like subconsciously, I see it. I've gone through it, but subconsciously, I just feel like by the time I'm investing my life in you right now,
Yeah.
and like I want to know what you're going through, and you know everything about me.
Yeah. My fifth point is the need of rushing life. You know,
Wow.
yeah,
I love
you
that.
know the pressure on social media. You see a 22-year-old is driving an Audi. You don't even have fare to go to, I don't know,
Town.
Syokimau. I think because of the social media, you know, not least a lot of people are using it. Most of the people post their wins there, but not their losses. Yeah,
true.
and some people are genuinely not like true. It's just a fake, you know.
True.
So sometimes when you consume,
Some of them are even brand deals, you know.
yeah. So sometimes you really put a lot of pressure on yourself or to yourself. You're pressuring yourself like I'm 25 and I don't have this. I don't have a PhD. This one had a PhD at 22. As in, like, people are different. I need to appreciate the struggles that come with life, and I need to thoroughly enjoy every stage of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Because you're not gonna be 25 again.
yeah, or you're not going to be in primary class 8 again, or form 4, or you know. So I'm really, I know it's hard sometimes, especially when you're going through the rough patches, and you're trying to just stay positive through the hard times. It's really hard.
Yeah.
But I normally convince myself, and I'm like, this is just a phase. Maybe in the next 2 days, you look at it and you don't talk about it the same way you talked about it that day. I'm trying to be really intentional about enjoying the stages of life, because they won't come again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, I just need to accept the struggle, and not everyone is the same. Some people get rich at 40.
And then also the aspect that life hardships won't stop now. Like, even when you're 40, there'll still be hardships that are going on.
Just a different kind of hard.
Yeah, I've noticed that the things I focus on, if I keep on focusing on all my problems right now, I won't focus on the wins that are going on right now.
Yeah.
And then next year, it will be of no use. Like, it's not even that deep, because you'll find other problems. And thank you for joining me. It's been such a great time, and I hope to see you guys in my next episode. Bye.